Hello, lovely ladies, how are we doing? So today's tapping sequence is on everything being possible, okay? Everything is possible. So I want you to think about something you desire, something that you want, and I want you to think about how possible does it feel on a scale of 0 to 10? How possible does it feel to you? And I don't want you to think about it logically and think, well, if I do this and blah, 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 just like, how does it feel in your body? How possible does it really feel? And then we're gonna start tapping on it, okay? Let's get going. I wanna believe in my dreams 2000%. But sometimes I doubt them. I see what's possible for other people and it inspires me. And there are moments where I think, if they can do it, I can do it too. But then I come up with challenges. I'm faced with problems. Things don't always go quite to plan. And in those moments, sometimes I lose faith. And I think, maybe it's just not possible for me. Maybe I haven't found the perfect strategy yet. Maybe I was brought up in the wrong way. Maybe whatever it is. We come up with all of these excuses and we think that it's not possible for us. But in reality, everything is possible. The good and the bad, they're both possible. My biggest dreams and my worst nightmares are all possible. So if they're both possible, why do I focus on the things I don't want? The lack of something. The nightmare scenarios. Why don't I focus on the things that I do want? The million different ways my dreams could come true. The infinite number of ways I could receive money right this moment. Part of me wants to lean into that energy because it feels more exciting. It feels more fun. There are so many different ways my dreams could come to life. And there have been moments in my life where I've seen that unfold. Where I've received something I've really wanted in the strangest way I never could have imagined. I never could have scripted it or planned it or forced it to happen. But there's a part of me that just doesn't let myself go down that way completely. Because there's a part of me that's holding on to control. Thinking that if I just hold on a bit tighter, I just push a little bit more, eventually I can make it happen. And part of that is safety. Wanting to keep myself safe. Because there have been moments in my life where I've dreamt big. And I felt disappointed. And I felt hurt. And part of me wants to protect myself against that. To stop myself from feeling those emotions. And I love, accept, and forgive myself for this. Because she's just trying to do her best. It's like that mothering aspect. You don't want your child to feel pain. But at the same time, we know that's part of life. And when you put yourself out there and you take risks, there are moments where it might not work out. But the difference is, when you go out there and take risks, there are also moments where it all works out even better than expected. So instead of letting my head go round and round with the crappy stuff, with the fears, with the possible bad scenarios, I'm going to allow myself to play in the field of possibilities. I'm going to allow myself to contemplate, what if? What if everything is possible? What if it was even better than I expected? What if it happened even faster than I could have imagined? What if it turned out completely differently, but I actually loved it even more? I'm going to allow myself to play in the field of possibilities. I'm going to declare that I'm open to all the different ways my dreams could manifest. I'm open to the universe providing my desires in the way it sees fit, because I'm ready to receive them. I'm ready to enjoy them. And I'm just going to allow myself to play with this energy, to enjoy how it feels. Because having these thoughts feels expansive, feels fun, feels enjoyable. And the reason that I have these desires anyway are because of the way I expect them to make me feel. So instead of doing things backwards and waiting for the manifestations to come in order to impact my emotions, I'm going to play around with these feelings now. I'm going to open myself to all of the possibilities and just see how they feel in my body. Because if I can manifest these feelings into my life, imagine what else is possible. And so it is. Put your hands on your heart, take a deep breath in, and let it all go. Beautiful. I want you to connect back with that number for how possible it feels to you. And let me know down below in the comments, and a little extra homework that you can do if you choose to take it on is make a list of things that at some point in your life you didn't think were possible and then did happen for you, / things that manifested in a way that there was no way you could imagine it. So I'll give you just a couple of examples that came up for me. I remember at one point in my life, I never imagined that I could be in a completely fulfilling relationship, which I'm in now. I never imagined that I was a point where I was overweight for such a long time. I thought there's never going to be a point where I could reach like a healthy weight and maintain it, which happened, right? There was a point where I wanted, what was it? So this has happened to me lots of different times where I've wanted something and it's appeared in my life and there's no way I could have planned it. So the most recent one was maybe a month ago. I wanted to get a new hairbrush and I was sent a new hairbrush in the post by a hair care company. And there's no way I could have planned it and been like, I'm gonna get a hairbrush from these people. Like, it all just sort of unfolded, right? The same thing when I was at university. I ended up getting thousands and thousands of pounds when my dad passed away, but not from my dad, through a strange kind of set of coincidences, although nothing is, a coincidence, right? Which allowed me to move to Colombia and go traveling. So just run through in your life the different times that little things like that have happened, or big things, little things or big things, just to open yourself up to the possibility, because we try and often keep ourselves realistic, and what we end up doing is like cutting our own wings and snipping them and not allowing ourselves. If you play in the field of possibilities and feel into the emotions and feel grateful with the emotions without needing the manifestation to come, that is when you tune into absolute freaking magic. Okay? Take so much care, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.